Ladies and gentlemen, I'm from Uganda. I born in Masaka, Chabakuza, Chimwanyi. My father is a Eliphaz Studio. He born Kajara, Nyamunuk. He's a Banyankole. My mother, she born Kigezi Kabale, Muhanga. Border Kigezi and Nkole. This is the message, my message to Yoweri Kaguta, to Babulwa. When you let everybody he receive this my video, share with Yoweri Kaguta to Babulwa my message. This is not one message I send him. To me, he have to listen. Every village I'm talking, this is all village. I'm talking from my mother, from my father. He have their family. Village, this district he born is the same my district I born. To me, this violence he bring, they attack his family and they attack is my family. They attack my family. I pray for you to sitting, to sitting, to listen how we talking. People you are party, 95% they are your enemy. Them they show you they support you. Them to want to have corruption. 10% they are your friend. When you hear someone he told you to solve this problem Uganda, you have to know with your friend. Now when you hear someone is that we continue problem, you have to know with your enemy. Don't thinking to push you to solve a problem, not have someone he stand up with in the government to solve your problem. Problem they can't solve another problem. To solve a problem, you are not allowed to use another problem that solve this problem. And here to your party, you did yes 22, and got 12 yesterday, please, sorry, 12 yesterday, 12 yesterday. I hear all of you you talking this all, they're not going to protect everybody Ugandese. They're going to cause a lot of people Ugandese. You have to protect Ugandese. This is my experience. I want you to follow to get information. This vote in Uganda, I never see vote like this vote. I never see like this campaign with the tear gas, with the grenade, with the guns. I never see this. Now you believe this power, your people, they use this power to attack a society with the know how to listen opposition. The solve government problem, them to have a vote. This is my question. To me, this power they did all, they bring to destroy you, not to have followers. This power they bring society to hit them herself, not to vote you. Everywhere there was a power to use the power to force Western, Kigez, Kisoro, all around the world, Uganda. Now I want to ask you a question. This power, what is they been the help you? They bring society to hit them herself. Now this violence they have there, to put them in prison, to torture them, they're not going to make you safe, and they're not going to make you society safe, and they're not going to make them safe. This one they continue, they're going to bring society to hit them herself, like they hit this campaign grenade, tear gas, shooting. Don't think all people they free in a campaign to do campaign to meet people. You lost too much. You are not lost too much. This power your people they use, they destroy, not to win too much. You not to get a vote. Now this power to attack a society, and they're going to bring your people to start to make them terrorism, to want to make them terrorism, to kill them there. I know your people. You president, you can be, you don't know. You can be, you don't know. You are not outside. We are free outside. Everything they give you information. Now me, I give you information. Why you lost to get a lot of vote in the campaign? Is it this tear gas? Is it this grenade? Is it this shooting? They cause society to hit, not to vote you. Now this violence they continue to attack people, party supporters. You have to know they bring society to hit them herself. And brother, I hear you talking to white. When they come, you shoot them. you have experience. Don't thinking this thinking. You are not going to solve fire, problem of fire, and you want you to put another fire. You have to know to solve this fire. You have to know you have to put water to stop this fire, to put water. When you are thinking of fire and fire, they solve each other problem, they're not going to solve each other problem. First, I want to ask you a question. How people he come Uganda, he fighting you to move Uganda, to move you in Uganda. And you, he have solution, he want you to move you Uganda. And now you to have solution to kick him not to be in Uganda. Meaning you're fighting with someone inside to your house. Now if you kick him inside your house, you have to know all operators they get damage. And you have to know the children they can get their damage inside the house. And you have to know the chair, everything stuff they can get damage you to going to kick him outside. You don't have you don't have any you saying you're going to fighting them, na them to kick them to her country. Ne them when they come, they have the interest to you they come they have interest to kick you to your country. To me now, if you shoot them already, you know, if you shoot them up, airport up, they follow to your house. They're not going to follow to outside America. And another, you don't have calculating how many Americans you have there, refugees. They escape America, the refugees. How many Americans you give them citizen? Every year, you want to discipline me, your country, you have, they give you this, you give them this citizen, they need citizen. How many every year you give them? Now first county, look. Another question. You believe them, they don't need to control like you, na them to stay there 20 years, 30 years. You think them not control 20 years, 30 years. They are stupid. Them they protect each other. Them to share plate each other. To think they can bring them to protect economic to grow up. And to think they can protect society, not to have violence like now your country, this violence is there. Them they sitting each other in a plate and they share each other. And if they move, someone he move, already he'll be to this plate, he gets something there. This is all of my question. I ask you. I'm not sending you my video. When I don't want you. I want you to thinking this, to think you can protect your society, and to protect your relative, and to protect my relative. Now this is the power They're not going to protect everybody. They're going to bullying people, society Uganda, they're going to hit them herself, to bullying to bullying war crime Uganda. Already now war crime they start. They start with this campaign. And now look, language how you use, na them they're going to bring another problem. To me, you have to stop this. You have to surrender to shear, to call another party, to give them another party na them to protect you. Another party to protect you. You want to be stone in parliament, to be stone in parliament, nguzezea they are permanent, to cause the problem in society. And now me my experience, country your friend, they start to attack psychologically torture society Uganda they live there. This country they've been there, they come to support what you did, they start to attack on a society they live there. They do behalf, they abuse them on behalf of the you. And I know now you start to scare Ugandese or government. You will start to send the refugees in Uganda to go to abuse the Ugandese another refugees overseas. This is the problem you have there. Now ask people outside that we are not going to be safe. We need you to solve a problem, not single you problem Uganda, and not bring us problem here. I have experience to this. I have experience to this. People they have refugees in Uganda. They have refugees in Uganda, they live there. They communicate na refugees another country to attack Ugandese. I have evidence. We no need to continue another. We need you to stop this with Kyagulanyi to single na Ugandese overseas they can stop this problem. Don't attack America with language. Them when they come to your country, yes, in fighting, everybody they punch each other. Now you have to know, them when they come to your country, every damage they be your country. Every damage, lot of damage is your country, is you, not America. And them they come, they have meaning you to kick outside. And you have meaning to kick there, to sing the not to kick them Uganda. Now you have to know, it's like people he fighting you with you inside to your house. Who going to have a problem? People you have a problem to do damage inside the house, everything. He do you damage, and you do him damage, and he do you damage your stuff inside the house. Plate, everything. Now you don't have power, all power. You think you're going to attack them to kick them inside the house. Now I believe your experience I have, yes, you can attack them with a psychologist or her country. Then as this is you are not going to win them. You are not going to win them. Already as this they bring this psychologist you attack them. to bring na them those people problem. Stop it. Stop your government to think they can protect all society Ugandese. And don't follow what you did yesterday. Surrender, give him a chair. You've been there 8 hours. Not to surrender is the 1 hour only to solve a problem. We need the Ugandese who are the Ugandese to share each other plate. And the Ugandese, all Ugandese to protect the country, to grow up. I ask you a question. This airplane you show up, they are made in Uganda, they are made in Western, they are made in Mbarara, they are made in Kabale, they are made in West, East, everywhere. Already this you show when they get damage, already to going to get another, you have to go to them, they have to give you another this honor, and already you have a responsibility to go there, to start to ask them another. White Australia is a white. African Australia is the African. African America is the African. White Uganda is the white America. White America. Now when you use white and this country you've talking, already you've been talking about Gaddafi, already your friends they've been there, is those people they did this. It's those people they did this. Now language you've been use, na them when they listen, they're laughing about you. They're laughing about you. I want to ask you another question. Look to force how they destroy you. Now university how they build they vote there, no any university, your party they win there. Look na yesterday they was against. And the police they say no, they're not going to attack them. They're not going to attack them to cause them the danger, they cause more problem. Now to me, don't think they're not going to attack them. They're going to attack them with the psychologist. To attack them with the poison. To attack them with the, to blame them another corruption. They attack them. I touch all link here, all listen. I want you to protect yourself and to protect your country. Our country, they are not poor. I believe your country with Australia, when they have politicians, they sitting each other to plate, they share each other plate to plate. I believe your country is a millionaire to Australia. I believe your country is a millionaire to Australia. Your country, they are not poor. Leaders only they are poor, and leaders them to want thinking them herself. not to thinking about each other, not to thinking about country to grow up, to start corruption. Now you thinking all your supporters in government, you think they support, what is they support? They support corruption. And now you support them to give them money to protect you, not to move to chair. And this will cause you problem, and they will cause your relative, your family problem. All of society Uganda, we need to think you can change. You can change to protect countries to grow up. This country you're talking, which country white you borrow them money, not you borrow them anything. I want you to tell me your country what you doing, they protect country. Now why you not ask yourself why in university or you are part of the loss, they not win there? Is this force? I repeat again, is this force they did? And is this force they continue to do it? Now when you are a leader, you are smart, this you have to thinking yourself. When you've been thinking yourself, this you did yesterday, you not do it. You protect your country and to protect yourself. Mr. Kyagulanyi, when he surrender, he give you chair, you have to protect him everything. You have to protect him, our property, you have to protect him. To see every mistake they come, someone he can give him another advisor. Okay, share with my video. I'm not talking, I'm thinking Uganda. I'm thinking Uganda, my relative, not to be suffering in this war, to die in war. And this abuses everybody. He work in the government, he have enemy. Now them they're going to use this, and I get chance to this problem to put my enemy, to revenge my enemy. Share with everybody my video. And visit my link I touch. I'm going to touch all link to follow, to listen this link, to think we can solve this problem.
In ceremony for Bobi Wine. Yes, many thanks to you wherever you're watching in from. Subscribe, turn on notification button for all the latest news updates. Yes, defiant Makerere University students have strongly dispelled the position of Barnabas Nawangwe administration, which on Tuesday afternoon on a Facebook statement congratulated General Yoweri Museveni as head of state. The disgruntled students and alumni of the premier Uganda University thronged the comment section of the post and roasted the administration for acting partisan by congratulating a person who they know has attacked all institutions of democracy. However, students who believe that Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, alias Bobi Wine, pop star and politician, won the 2021 general elections, opted to hold a parallel inauguration ceremony in which they declared the generational leader as the official president-elect of the Republic of Uganda. The inauguration went uninterrupted as security feared the might of students was to prevail and worse things would be created. Seguja, a student present at the inauguration, retorted, "We will not take part in the misrule." Interrupted as security feared the might of students was to prevail and worse things would be created. We all know it was Honorable Kyagulanyi who won these elections. Seguja, a student present at the inauguration, retorted, "We will not take part in the misrule mired with corruption, conflicts, unemployment and impunity. We've been born under one president. We are not ready to die under him." Another student, we won't mention names for security reasons. The students vowed to recognize the leadership of Honorable Kyagulanyi as the legitimate president of the Republic of Uganda. So, abaana b'e Makerere bo basazeewo balayize Bobi Wine nga president waabwe. Bo basinzidde ne bagamba omukulu Bobi Wine ye president waffe era gwe tulayiza olunaku olwaleero. Era ng'okulayira kuno kugenze mu maaso nga teri muntu yenna abatataganyiza olw'ensonga n'aba security bakizudde ne bagamba nti abaana bano tunaabalumba, ffenna tumanyi abaana b'e Makerere si bangu, wayinza okubaawo okuyiwa omusaayi. So security tetawaanye gendayo kubatataganya era ne balayiza Bobi Wine ne bavaayo ne bagamba nti administration eya Nawangwe bye yakola okuvaayo ne congratulatinga General.
Your Excellencies, the people of Uganda and myself welcome you to Uganda. I thank you for coming to show solidarity with us on this joyful occasion. By 1900, the whole of Africa had been colonized, except for Ethiopia. This was a big shame to Africa, and it was all due to the political fragmentation of Africa in small kingdoms and chiefdoms. Some of the traditional leaders tried to fight to preserve their independence. They were, however, not coordinated, and they were defeated one by one. Taking Uganda as an example, our society at that time was a pre-capitalist, mainly non-money one, using barter trade, and comprised of three social classes: the feudalists, the artisans, and the peasants. By 1962, at independence, this pre-capitalist economy and society had somewhat metamorphosed into a typical enclave colonial economy with a small island of modernity that had entered the money economy, surrounded by a sea of backward subsistence economic activities that only catered for food and no cash. The small monetary enclave economy left by the British was described as the economy of the 3 C's and the 3 T's. The 3 C's being coffee, cotton and copper, and the 3 T's being tobacco, tea and tourism. This little enclave was growing well. In 1969, it grew at the rate of 11%. When the illiterate Idi Amin came in 1971, the small enclave collapsed almost completely. By 1986, 16 years after the onset of the Idi Amin regime, 2 of the 3 C's, cotton and copper, had disappeared, and 2 of the 3 T's, tourism and tea, had either disappeared or radically shrunk. Tea exports had gone from 23 million kilograms in 1969 to only 3 million kilograms. Hence, it was only coffee and tobacco that were still limping on. And there, I put a picture of a tea plantation that had become a forest. You will see it on page 4. And on page 5, I put a picture of similar tea estates after they had been rehabilitated. With the clear-headed ideology of the NRM, we had correctly diagnosed the problem of Uganda. Philosophically and strategically, the main mistake was to emphasize identity, religion, tribe, and gender chauvinism, instead of emphasizing interests such as markets where you sell your products, security, infrastructure, etc. Accordingly, we distilled the 4 principles of NRM. Number 1, patriotism, loving Uganda and rejecting sectarianism of religion or tribe, as well as gender chauvinism. This is, among other reasons, to ensure that the united market of Uganda is available for our producers without any hindrances. Hindrances such as multiple taxation by the different local governments. 2, realizing that the internal market of Uganda is not enough if we are to support our producers of goods and services. We saw that Pan-Africanism was a necessity for the prosperity of our society. 3, Ugandans could not, however, benefit fully from the Ugandan market, the African market, or indeed the global market, unless they underwent socio-economic transformation, changing from the pre-capitalist traditional structure of only working for the stomach or engaging in an economic, colonially demanded cash crops to producing remunerative products and services that are market driven. While rejoining the money economy is one of the stimuli for socio-economic transformation, we cannot also forget the other one, the development of the human resource through education and improved health. The 4th principle of the of NRM's diagnosis and prescription for Ugandan society is democracy. The Ugandans had not known democracy during the time of the pre-colonial kings and chiefs. They had not known democracy during the time of colonialism and during much of the post-colonial time, except for the 4 years between 1962 and 1966.
Considering a Honda CR-V VTI two-wheel drive, check out the Ford Escape ST line.
Sectors badly, especially the hotels, the performing arts, the borders, the sportsmen, etc. This financial year and the next financial year, we have put aside $464 billion, about $130 million, to help these groups as soon as the residual lockdown is removed. The UDB will be further empowered to give low-interest loans to manufacturers, agricultural entrepreneurs, and some actors in the services sector, such as tourism. As far as Corona-19 virus is concerned, we shall be below 50 years. Those are 500,000. Total 4.8 million. Until today, we have...
Hi, my name is Liana Penn.